Brian, I need you to take a picture. Hi guys, Chynna Small here, and I'm bringing you a fall inspired tutorial, so let's go. Okay, so for starters, I'm gonna use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan, I think. And I'm just packing that onto the eye so that my shadows can pop a little bit more, and I'm just blending it in with a finger. You can use a brush or a finger, but I was too lazy to get up, so I just use my fingers. And so now what I'm doing is taking my INGLOT Freedom System palette, and I'm using that darker orange shade, and that's going to be my transition color, and I'm just going to go ahead and warm up the eye area with that. And I'm using like the fluffy side of my Urban Decay brush that I got that came with my Naked palette, and what I'm doing is just kind of buffing that in towards my outer V, mid V, outer V area. Do that to the other side, and I'm gonna grab my BH Cosmetics palette right here, which I got off of Amazon. It's pretty cheap. And I'm gonna get like that, would you call it cranberry? I want to say it's like a cranberry shade, and I'm gonna put that definitely on that outer V area more so, and I'm just starting to kind of build my intensity. Okay, and doing that to the other eye, of course. And so then I'm going to take my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I'm going to take that darker shade and just definitely pack down the outer V area. And side note, this palette smells so good. Like, it smells like chocolate randomly. And I think it's supposed to smell like flowers, unless flowers smell like chocolate. Anyways, I took that Gold S color and I went ahead and patted that on the lid. And I'm using now my Makeup Forever ink liner, which dries matte. It's pretty decent. I like the INGLOT eyeliner better, but this worked for the moment. And I'm just putting on a liner, nothing spectacular. And so in the meantime, I didn't record it on camera, but I put on lashes, which you're about to see. I'm just putting that on the other eye. And so I did my lashes, which were the Serena lashes by Lashes by Lena, I believe. Okay, and now I'm using my favorite foundation right now, my baby, as you could tell, and this is the BECCA Cosmetics, and it's the Luminous foundation. So I'm totally putting it on wrong. You're supposed to use like a drop, or 2 drops, and I'm just like totally slathering on my face. But yeah, and I'm using a damp beauty blender to just get that into the skin, as you can see. And isn't that beautiful? And so what I'm doing now is I am using my NW30 from MAC, my Studio Finish Concealer, and it's way too light. Like, they were out of my shade, which is 35. So for the meantime, in between time, I just got this one and was like, I'm gonna make it work. So I'm definitely just making it work, but it definitely is too bright for me. And I just decided to go old school and just use a regular sponge. For some reason, I've been doing that lately, and I've been liking the results. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I still use my beauty blender, but this works too. I like the finish. So I'm just cleaning up the eyeshadow area and just highlighting my other areas besides under the eyes. I highlight the bridge of my nose, my forehead, because it's real small, and like my chin area, Cupid's bow, and all of that. So yeah, I'm just blending, darling, blending everything out. And because it's too light, definitely have to make sure that you heavily blend, So I'm just blending that out. See, we good. Well, I ain't gonna say we good to go, because I still look like surprised. Like, I still look, I'm literally using flour. Definitely too light. Looks kind of crazy. But stick with me. We can get this thing working out towards the end. even now when I was doing it was like, oh my god, this looks so crazy. But anywho, now what I'm just doing is contouring, and I'm just using my Anastasia cream contour kit, the first one that she made before she like went and corrected whatever the issue she had with it, because I think they reformulated it. But this one was warmer. I refuse to buy the new one because it's more cool. This one is warmer, like, you know, warmer toned. So I'm just doing my nose area, and then I do like my forehead, but like the very top, just to put the color back in my face, especially now because it's way too light. So I need that color back. So I'm definitely buffing that out now. I'm using my beauty blender again. I told you I definitely still use it. And I'm just, you know, blending out that contour area. Just want everything to be seamless. So I'm just patting that into the skin, and it is damp, of course. And as you can see, it's giving me some of my color back so that I'm not looking like, you know, Betty Crocker in the face. So, like I said, just blending. Blending is definitely key. And see, it's not looking so crazy. So now I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just basically putting that under my eye. And I am so not big on baking. Like, I know it's like a baking epidemic going on, but I'm really not a big fan of baking. Just because, like, for me, it gives me this really dry-faced look that I'm not too much a fan of. So I normally will like put it on for like a minute or two and then just wipe it off. I just like really use it just like set under the eyes because I have like lines under my eyes, so I just don't want anything to like get in there and be creasing. So I put that on my face, and I'm just letting that bake for 1 second. And as you can see, I'm coming back and getting that off my face. Oh my god, one day I left the house and I forgot to take it off. Oh, I look so dry. Oh Lord. Anyway, so I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, the powder one, and I'm just going in and again giving myself some more color in the face and also setting that contour. So all the places that I contoured, I'm going to go ahead and go over it with that as well. And as you can see, the translucent powder kind of toned down that highlight area, which is exactly what I needed it to do, because it was looking a little, you know, a little crazy. So I'm just setting the nose area. I told you, I don't know what it is about my nose, but it's like flat, and then it got this big bulbous tip. Different story for a different day, different struggle. So now I'm just using my staple product, like my staple go-to blush, which is RAIZIN by MAC, which I love to pieces. I use it all the time. It's definitely brown girl friendly. And I'm taking that cranberry S color from the BH Cosmetics and putting it under my eye. And now I'm just putting on my mascara underneath my eye area. And am I the only person who puts on mascara? And I always seem like to have horrible accuracy, and I always like mess up and have like a dot or something. Always, never fails. Never fails. Now what you're about to see soon is a finished product. Okay, so my camera died, and while I was waiting, because I'm so impatient, I had to just go ahead and finish it. So what I did was I added a little glow, as you can see, and then I also did my lip. So if you want to know how I achieved this lip, what I basically did was I took a black pencil. Don't mind the coloring because it's, you know, I've been using it with other colors. But anywho, I used a black lip liner, and I used my velvet, my antique velvet from MAC. And this is like a swatch of what the color looks like. So I do like, you know, the black lip liner around just to darken it or whatever. And then I added that, and then I just went over it with a clear NYX gloss. And this is the look that I achieved. so I'm gonna
take a picture of that where?
just like so I can have a what is it called? Snapshot?
Thumbnail?
Thumbnail. But I'm just